Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into the chart. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for fun. Now let's look at Nasdaq. So we are starting with Nasdaq, and with Nasdaq, as I was expecting, we have a bull run. My price target has been for quite some time on the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart for Nasdaq. 13,500, actually 13,570 and even 13,740. So I think we will run up to 13,740. We've got a nicely developing green weekly candle. And I also see an inverse head and shoulder pattern here. I think it's a valid pattern. So my price target out of this pattern is 14,577. So I do think we will run up to that. Of course, this is the weekly chart. It may take weeks to reach my price target. But once we are there, I think we will run up to 15,200. So we may have a bumpy road or whatever, but on the weekly, this could be a valid price target for me. And of course, on the weekly, we have a higher high, higher low, higher high again. So we are in a bull run, I think. However, on the weekly, I also see the 50 EMA above the 20 EMA. This is telling me that we could have a drop anytime, even down to the 50 EMA, which is right now at around 12,400. Yeah, so we need to be prepared for that, but for me, this pattern is by the dip pattern. Now let's go over to S&P 500. Let's have a quick look at S&P 500. This is the weekly chart on S&P 500, and we have a nice bull run here. I think we are going to have a golden cross with the 20 and 50-day EMA crossing, getting closer and closer to each other. My price target is right now 41.85. So around this area, I think, and this is resistance. However, if we break above 14.85, then we will probably run up to 43.27. Before 43.27, my price target is going to be 42.79. Yeah, it's yeah. We need to break above that for me to say that we have a bull run, because this pattern could also mean that we are in a sideways move, and we may run up to this point and then turn around, run down maybe to the 50-day EMA on the weekly. This is the weekly, and then go up again. So we will see how much time we spend here in this area. Let's go over to Dow Jones. This is Dow Jones. This is the weekly candle on Dow Jones, and we are above the 20 and 50 EMA on the weekly. We are bullish. It's by the dip, even though we had a drop. It's, we are running up again, and I think right now we are reaching a sort of resistance, or even we can still run up to 33,570 around this area, and then stop there for a while, maybe even come back down to the 20 EMA on the weekly. But eventually I think we will reach the previous tops at around 34, 500, 400, 500, this area. I think we will run up to this area in the following week or weeks. Okay, let's go over to Germany, and let's look at the German index. This is the weekly chart on the German index. DAX, we have a nice bullish formation here with higher highs, higher lows by the dip. Yeah, it was a good buying opportunity here around the 20 EMA on the weekly. We had a golden cross. We are bullish. And of course, I talked about this. Maybe I should draw it again. maybe disappeared, I don't know. But we have an inverse head and shoulder pattern. That's a very bullish pattern for me. Let me try to draw it. So like this. Okay. All right. So something like that. Yeah. So here's the shoulder, here's the head, and here's the shoulder. And of course, out of this pattern, we have a price target. Let me see. From the bottom to the top, and let's measure the price target. Let's put it at breakout point, which is right there. So for me, the price target is 17,200. This is the weekly chart. It may take weeks to reach that point, but I think we are on our way to this area, 17,270. We are bullish on the German index with a clear price target. Okay. Let's go over to Japan and let's have a quick look at the Japanese index, Nikkei. This is the weekly chart for Japan, the Japanese index, and we have had a sideways movement for quite some time. The EMAs on the weekly cannot decide whether we are bullish or bearish. However, we have a very big green weekly candle, as I was actually expecting it. Right now we are at a resistance point, but we can run up to 28,460, somewhere there. This is going to be resistance for us. I'm watching this area where we are right now up to this point. Can we break above? If we can, then probably we will go to around 30,000. Okay, and finally let's have a quick look at Russell. This is the Russell index, weekly chart on Russell, and we have a nice green candle. Of course, previous weekly candle was showing indecision. However, this could also mean a turning point in the market, and I think we are on our way to reach the 20 EMA on the weekly. 1840 could be targeted here. That's all for now. See you next time.